Hello and welcome, internet friends. My name is Hunter, and this is the last part of our human series. We are in the lead. We want to try to get as close as we can to 40. At this point in time, there's no realistic chance we won't win this game. It's just a run out now. We just gotta let the game run. But that doesn't make for an interesting last episode. So, as I have been waffling back and forth over since, I don't know, 4 episodes ago, we are going to initiate a war here in the south. And I've done a tiny bit of pre-game prep for that. It's really a tiny bit, though. Basically, I cleaned up all of my ship designs, and now we're going to go to our fleets here. We're going to go to our escort wing. We're going to edit it, and we're added 5 troop transports to each. Did we actually do that last time? Like, is this already done? Oh, we actually did do this last time. It actually is already done. Wow, I forgot about it. I thought I still had to do that. All right, the other thing we're going to do is we're going to go in here. We're going to order ourselves up another heavy fleet. Don't know if we have any ships we can form it up with. I don't think we do. So let's go to this heavy fleet, and we will build a new heavy fleet. Anyone can build parts of it, that's fine. Just to give us a little bit more punch, right? It's leftovers. To take a minute here and find anybody who's not in a fleet and put them in the 3rd fleet, and then once I'm done with that, we will be right back at it. Just gonna go through here and make sure that there's no new colonies that we should be grabbing, because we do not want to leave. Oh, right. We have to click all these. I didn't even... so much. We won't worry about you, but we'll grab you. I don't think I'm going to even be checking range much anymore. You know, I think that's good colony-wise for now. Let's hope we can find a way to make this work. Our goal is going to be to take all of the planets in this area immediately around us, maybe as far as down here. I'm not 100% sure about that. No, we don't want a free trade agreement with you. We want you as a source of income. Thanks. You want our stuff? You can pay for it. Let's see. Just looking up here. You can see we have 1 defensive treaty, which means we want to keep working towards the other defensive treaties that we might be close to. Guys, might soon, if we can get them a gift and negotiate some good deals. Yeah, we'll do that. That should really help with our our position diplomatically. Also continue to send gifts to all the rest, at least the important ones. We don't need more than 4 defensive treaties, so just sticking to the top ones is probably good. We do want to keep an eye on this fleet. So its strength is now 100,000, which is what we were hoping for. Investigate that for me, please. We should go to Snoot. We should grab fleet number 1, and actually we should send it to Snoot. So let's go into Snoot here. So we're gonna send Fleet 1 over here to load troops at the capital. Our research is going quite well right now. We're closing in on on 10,000 research points pretty quickly. Show this to me. Again, these are all pretty standardized, what we do now. We immediately build the building on it. You know, we'll build a terraformer. No, we won't. No, we don't need that. That's fine. We're still building out here. Let's grab this fleet. It's still... No, it's not. So we'll send them this way too. Well, not two. Separately to load here, and then they can retrofit at this location. So yeah, in order to make a military action take place, you need to have troops in large amounts, especially later in the game. You need to have enough fleets to be able to clear the space above any planet you're going to invade. And you need enough ships to be able to respond rapidly. They will try to sneak behind and make attacks on you. There are no, like, limits, really, in the way warfare can take place, so anything in their range that they see as vulnerable, they will attack. Which is why military actions in this game can be very difficult to manage. So let's go up here to fleets and go to fleet number 5. It is attacking things we don't want it to. Take it on manual. We're going to set its tactics to do not engage without permission. We're going to then make it button 6. And then we're going to send it here as well. There we go. Once all the fleets are here, we will do another load. Both of the 2 planets have been set to continue to build stuff for us. So they'll load one more time. Anything new that's made in the time it takes for this fleet to head over to the rallying point. And then we will try to take these 2 planets as quickly as possible. Hopefully they're not too defended when it comes to troops on the ground. We don't really want to bombard, because bombarding will make all of our friends hate us. Probably most of our friends don't like these guys. So, I mean, I know that the Xenox are at war with them right now. At least they were last time I checked. So the Xenox will not have a problem if we go to war with them. They're probably not friends of the Narcilian guys either. And the Actarians are already our defensive partners, so we're not worrying about them. Don't need that. Just take it for no reason. Good. Let's tell them, can you... That's it. They are in place, so let's go to 1 here. You can load any new troops. Oh, there's no new troops here, I don't think. There's got to be new troops. Are you just full? Are you just... You're not full. Let's look at their troops. So you don't probably have room. I guess you don't have room for the armor. And the armor is the only thing we have that's not, like, already selected. So I'm going to just ungarrison a couple of these and see if we can grab them. There we go. That should fill us fully. Now we'll head over to you guys. And what's here now? There's a couple more things you guys can pick up. And that's good enough. We'll basically determine real quick at the beginning of this war how much of their territory we're going to take. I want these 4 planets at least. If we can hit this, I'm good with that too. It's a pretty perfect time for us to go to war, honestly. Simply because this, I'm pretty sure they are still at war. Let me see. You have war weariness because you are at war with... I'm at the Xenox. Yeah, you're at war with the Xenox. Okay. So I'm going to take the 5th Fleet, and I'm going to start sending them this way. Then I'm going to take the fleet here and start sending it this way, and we are just going to begin right away by declaring war. No reason to wait. Investigate that. Now, they're probably going to start attacking our civilian stuff, which is another thing that's really hard to defend. But we have fleets. 5 is going to immediately go to the planet. Pause. We don't actually need to attack that. They seem to have just sort of picked that at random. We need to attack this down here. So 5. Can you attack that? And 3. Can you blockade that? We want to execute this as quickly as possible, because wars like this aren't so good. Fast. Now this planet is defended, but not that strongly. It's pretty strong. We may have to bombard them for a bit. Oh, they did that thing they do. That's like I said. That's always the problem, right? They're gonna attack our our bases here. How much strength is on this fleet? About the same as what they've got. So we will have to do a short bombard here to take this planet. So we're in. We need to kill the station. Let's look at you. We just need to move you around here. Can we actually add you to this attack here? Can you attack this as well? Where are you, Fort Fleet? Did you not even come? Like, why are you not here? You still hanging out? You still hanging out, eh? So, I don't like bombarding, because it causes huge problems. I'm gonna grab this fleet. I'm gonna tell this fleet that I want them to attack. It's like one ship. Alright, well, hopefully that ends up being an actual fleet that comes in there. And then we're gonna grab fleet 6. I'm gonna send it to here. Okay, so fleet 6 is gonna come in here and hit them. And then we're gonna grab you right there. We're gonna tell you, could you blockade this, please? And then let's let this happen. Let's pause. Let's head up. Let's move our speed down a little bit. They've come into here to attack here. If we look, we have the 3rd defense fleet here, which can just attack right here. Go for it. Attack them. So we want them to come over here, and I want you to blockade this, please. We gotta kill this station. One of the advantages of what we're doing here is it should help us even things out a little bit. We've let the Actarians get ahead of us a bit, but that's fine. That's nearly always what's gonna happen in a situation like this. We need to start killing enemy ships. Like, lots of them. This will help with that, which is one of the reasons I decided to do it. You guys ever gonna come over here and do this? Like, I'd love it if you came over here and bombarded this place, because I can't land on it until you do. Right? Like, I can't land on it until you bombard this place. So please bombard it. Now, we're gonna take this fleet and we're going to... Wait, how strong is this? Very weak. So let's grab these guys. Are they... Not that guy. These guys. So are you mostly here? You are mostly here. Great. So I want you to attack, which should cause you to drop troops. Hopefully we're going to drop troops at a reasonably good pace instead of a reasonably slow pace. I probably should have done a planet twist first, but since we're mostly armor and we're huge, I probably should have done a planet twist first. So what's a planet twist? I'll show you a planet twist on the other side. I should have done a planet twist, which means basically moving your ships around the edge of the planet before you drop the planet so that all your ships are really close, so they drop all their ships at once. Great. Dismiss this. So that's our first war goal achieved. Let's go up here. So then looking at these guys, should be doing okay. So what we're trying to do here is basically knock their strength down so that we can actually succeed at conquering them. I know that it means that people will be unhappy with us, but there's really no other way to do this that's good. There we go. Unpause. Grab. Sorry, pause. We don't need to keep bombarding. 5, and then we want to change them to a blockade. And then we want to grab their fleet here, and then we want to do a twist around, which is we want to move around the edge of the planet. The biggest ships in this fleet are the transports. So the reason we want to move around the edge of the planet is so that the transports are all visibly close before we drop our ships in. So they're basically moving into positions. We could have done this while the bombarding was happening. Keeping them targeted can really help with this. And when it starts to look like most of the ships are getting really close, we switch to an attack, which should drop most of our troops in fast waves instead of in short waves. This is what we want. We want to take this planet. Going back on pause, we want to go back up to our victory conditions here, and we want to see where we are from ship to ships. So we've lost 124 ships, but we've gone up to 71. That's okay. Not strictly speaking essential that we come out of this ahead in that category. Like, it's not required to win, but it will definitely help us to win if we do. So let's do that. Let's head over to 6 here and see what we got going on here. We're all sort of hanging out. Let's just check for other fleets of theirs. They don't really have many other fleets. They got this new fleet down here, which we would like to destroy if possible. The biggest problem is once we lift our troops, this place is going to go wild. But we probably might be able to manage it. Let's build a planetary facility there immediately. That's fine. Then we shift over to, oops, that was the same spot. We shift over to here, and we look at them. Okay, and we want to build them a couple of buildings that will help out. The 4th fleet is going to come into here, and it is going to attack this, preparing for this planet to be taken. And then we'll go to the 6th fleet here, and we will send it in to here. Not the 6th fleet, it's the 5th fleet. Damn it. Damn it! Double click! No! Alright. So we got our enemies here. This is an interesting system. There's a bunch of stuff for us to kill here. So let's send these guys. I don't want to prepare to attack. We're in good condition, so just go. Our diplomacy has been hurt ever so slightly. I'm not too worried about it, though. It's probably time to send gifts, just to remind everybody that we're their best friends, and that this war means nothing to our relationship. Just gifts all around, everybody. Free money. Free money to all of our friends. Death to all of our enemies. I would like it if this fleet would do a better job of killing this stuff, because we need this stuff killed. Because we're having a real problem here that I really, really dislike. The fact that they got to kill that is going to really bug me. This fleet here should have defended that. Why? Okay, guys. They're frickin' right there. You guys have been spending all this time right here not killing them. We can't afford to lose shits, dudes. We can't. I won't have it. Why are you taking so long to move? Finally, the fleet is finally actually engaging with them. Please. You're so much stronger than they are. Just do it. Please. So yeah, the biggest problem with fighter fleets is this. Technically speaking, if I was going to play the most technically accurate game I possibly could, I would not have shared those fleets. I would have put the fleets separate. You might be like, why? Why would you put them separate? Because then I wouldn't have to wait for the fighters. I could move, like, the non-carrier ships ahead. Can you guys refuel and retrofit, please? And we're going to take this. I'm going to send it to here. And I want you to blockade. Then we go over to this fleet, which is doing its attack. Go to this fleet, which still hasn't moved. Because we are stronger the defenses here. We can pierce this without bombardment, so we're not going to bother to bombard here. Okay, but we will send this fleet to try to kill this fleet. So this should be this one, right? Oh, there's a fleet here, but it's not very strong, and you guys still haven't left? Could you someday leave? Could you someday leave? Could you someday leave? Could you just not be there forever? So this is another attack. They're going to make the attack here. We're going to grab this fleet. We're going to actually do another circle movement and try to move right through. We're basically trying to match up our movement in a way that, that aligns us well with the edges of the planet. Okay, we got a fleet coming in. Actually, it would be better if we attack the defense force. Hopefully we will be able to kill these ships faster than they can kill our ships. Don't really want to lose a lot of ships here. Alright, I'm gonna attack this planet because it feels like we're close enough now to do a good drop, a good even drop. Oh, this is going to be rough. It's going to be rough, but I think because of our armor's extra strength on the surface that we will win this. We're taking a lot more losses here than I was hoping to, but we are getting through them. Investigate the ancient Ekdarian base. We have learned about the experimental flux drive, which we're going to immediately put onto our queue here. It's this one. That's good news. Okay, dismiss. We've captured this colony now. This is going to be a longer sit than the last one was. My internal cool is always very strongly affected by these battles. Where are we at now with that? So we have destroyed 119 but lost 152. A lot of that will be fighters, but that's fine. It's another problem with fighters. Okay, so we're going to grab our 4th Fleet, and we're going to send them in here. 4th Fleet, come here. Attack this. 5th Fleet, come here. Attack this. So this is the last planet that we really have to take in order to succeed at our war goals. Again, we've lost a slight amount of ground against them, but we've gained most of it back up again. So I'm going to grab this fleet. Send it here to attack this. Hopefully they will just go and do it. No preparation, just start sending everything out. These guys should be panicking. Sucks that they killed that station. Okay, let's see if the 1st Fleet is moving towards the system where it needs to drop its troops. So you seem to have found an interesting route. But hey, I guess if it gets the job done. So hopefully we can catch them here. But we do have a problem where we're going to have to bring all the fighters in. We won't jump until we bring the fighters in. There we go, the jump has happened. So now let's go over to here. Are you the guys on the planet? You're not. I'm going to need to bombard this, I think. Let's check. Oh yeah, that's insanely strong. It's like, yeah. So we're going to bombard this. That's fine. No troops. Now, no, we paused. Sorry. We paused. We don't want to attack this now. We want to blockade it. And then we just need to wait for the other guys to come in. Did they flee the system, or did they try to attack someplace else? The fact they fled the system is really annoying. But it keeps everything under my control, and that's more important than anything else is. So let's just see this come in. We want this to come in. Okay. I think this is going to be the last planet. Once we've taken this planet, we're out. I'm not going to go further into his space. I mean, there's good arguments for going further into his space, but let's blockade it. It should bring us in real close. So we got this pretty easily. Dismiss that. Pause it. So I now hold all of the northern systems up here that were his, and he's basically ruined. So now we're going to sue for peace because I'm not going to fleet hunt him. I may catch those points afterwards by making a small war with him later when he's got some fleets and I can just overwhelm some fleets. We're close enough now, 30 points from actually catching it. Like, even though we've lost a lot of troops, we've really caught up on that point, and I think that is a victory condition that I can grab to push me ahead eventually. Let's speak with them. Let's offer them the treaty. No, not like that. We want to negotiate a deal. We want every base. Every single base. All the bases. If you have a base and it's in my territory that I own now, or you built it in my territory where you were going, we do that. Of course, they're going to reject the deal, but we're going to force it with money. There we go. I originally said I was going to go to 40%, but I don't think we're going to do that. I think there's just no real reason to. All I'm going to be doing from now on is the stuff that you've been watching me do the whole time, the slower, more meticulous stuff. really everything we require on here is gained. Once our hyperdrive technology reaches as good as it can, we will we'll get a money boost to our economy from our ships being able to move faster. We've already gotten most of the available economic technologies. We want advanced habitability relatively quickly. We will eventually do a long terraforming wave, which will just be building terraformers that can get all the way to 20 on every single one of our planets. And since we have, I don't know, 80-ish now and probably like 120 when we end the game, I'm guessing, that's a lot of busy work. We should grab this. We're also going to have to make sure that we maintain defensive relationships. Now that the war's over, we're going to push on the guys that like us the most, see if we can get them back up to the point where they will give us defensive pacts to keep us in first there. And it's going to be a long time. I'm guessing I'm going to have to run the game for like 6 more hours in order to get victory. So after this is done, I'm going to come back in and I'm going to show you the end screen, assuming I get it. If I find that I'm having trouble or that it's going to be hard, I will come back in, and if it becomes necessary to come back in, then we may need another episode. But I don't think that's what's going to happen. I'm pretty sure that what's going to happen is I am going to be in control of the situation from now until the end, and not really do very much except let technologies tick, let colonies grow, keep sending out colony ships. Just the same thing I've been doing for the last couple of episodes. Okay, so I'll see you back with the end screen, or if trouble happens. Okay, so I am back. We are 1% away on economy from winning, and we also sent out a whole bunch of new colony ships to continental worlds. It should tick any second now. It is... Whoop, there it is. There we are. We are victorious. Let's just see what our score is. It has been about 80 years, and it has been a pretty slow 80 years. I'd say I played for about 4.5 hours-ish. So we are 16% economy, 15% population, 15% territory, and 16% racial. That's a pretty good balance, honestly. It took a long time to get the economy going, but it oftentimes does, especially when you don't have a lot of resources. In a small empire like mine, I can't grow quality with materials, because once you've put all of the mining all of the mining engines on your mining stations that you can, and your ships are as fast as they can, and stuff is moving around as much as it can, your quality just starts stopping, right? This empire size can't maintain 186 colonies on luxuries, which means you're kind of waiting for the automatic growth from having high growth from your economic settings, and that takes a long time. It's really, there comes, I mean, I've researched basically everything in the game that's worth researching. You're just waiting, right? It's just ticks waiting. So that's our galaxy. I still have lots of strong neighbors, or at least large neighbors. None of them are even close to being as strong as me. Even the Actarians started getting pushed down a little bit, as you saw from the thing, simply because I was taking up larger and larger portions of the available percent of victory. Yeah, I think that was okay. I am a little disappointed that I didn't play a war game, so I'm going to probably play a war game next. Not exactly sure what race to play or how to set it up. I'm probably going to make it a game where I can't avoid war by making it, well, we're going to play highest difficulty, because I haven't recorded a highest difficulty game yet. And we're going to make it highest aggression as well. That way, probably we'll get attacked more. We may even bump up the aggression of the pirates so that I can't just manage them right away and then forget about them for the whole game. Something harder, something with more likelihood of losing. I was going to play a tighter win percentage. 60% was just too high. Probably should have been around 40. I love the way the ship web looks when your empire is really strong at the end. There's just our ships going everywhere in the galaxy. It's quite nice looking. So yeah, I'm going to be playing this game again right away. I don't have another game that I want to follow this up with, nothing in the queue. So it's going to be Distant Worlds 2. If anybody who's still watching wants to suggest what race they'd like to see me play next, I will definitely take any comments into consideration. I'd like to thank you for watching, and I'd very much like to thank you all for watching the series from beginning to end. This has been a pretty successful series compared to the other things on the channel, and it's it's really nice. I do love this game, and I'm glad that it helped me push up to above 600 subscribers. If you've liked the content, maybe try something else out on the channel. Subscriptions are nice, and we just chatted about them, but they are not the most important thing. The most important thing is that you have fun watching my videos and that you just come to hang out, spend some time here, and watch along. And hope you join me for the next series. My name is Huntner, and this has been our Humans Very Hard Difficulty Distant Worlds 2 game. Hope to see you again soon.